Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to Dress Rehearsal Tuesday, the second one since we're back at it. Yep, here we are, 39 days of July has been put aside. Now it's time for us to get on to the serious business of trying to keep the showroom open. So I'm glad to see people coming in as an audience, that's really cool. Matter of fact, we actually have a special guest in John O'Flynn who watches our shows regularly. Now, are you going to be posting on Facebook tonight for these people, or like what's going to happen? Afterwards, oh, okay. Okay, because almost always throughout the show. And you know, Leanie, who's supposed to be here, would love to have been here tonight, had to be in Vernon, so darn. But anyway, we got a lot of performers that want to be here tonight. That's very cool. The whole idea of the Dress Rehearsal Tuesday is a concept of open mic, where people have the opportunity to come in maybe for the first time, 10th time, bringing a new song that they haven't played before to these audiences, testing that out, covering a new song, just finding out where their growth pattern is and being able to do it in a community kind of setting where everybody is paying attention and encouraging everyone to continue what they are. And you'll notice if you come here on a regular basis, the improvement level which goes up. Because as everyone gets their 10,000 hours in, you know what I mean? The 10,000 hour concept. That's if you're a couch potato and you sit on the couch for 10,000 hours, you're one of the finest couch potatoes you could ever be. I choose not to do that myself, but that's okay. Anyway, here we are. We're going to get started. Jordan Matchett's back in town. He was out in the East Coast for a while, and he'd been out here for a while, and he played at the Rainfest this year, didn't you?
Yeah, 39 days last year.
You also played Rainfest. Weren't you here for that one day?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, come on. I remember. You got the $50. Come on. That's okay. Anyway, he has performed in the Valley. We sure do like what he does, and he's going to get an opportunity being the first person up to have 4 songs. After that, Elaine, you're up. Now, I'm going to go through this so everyone knows. Elaine, and then what did I say? Malachi. And then I said Michael. Right? Yeah. I'll put you up after him. Woo-hoo. Then Michelle. And then your name, sir? Will. And then Will. And as we go along, I'm sure there'll be some other players that come in. And anyway, we're going to have some fun with tonight. As I said, 4 songs to start off because he's the first. After that, it's 3 songs each. Sit back and enjoy. And if you can reach for that donate button, go for it. Jordan, take it away.
Flood with blood of those who felt the same. you'll never be the in-between. So give it up now, now. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La la. Anything other than yes is no. Anything other than stay is go. Anything less than I love you is I am. Well, anything other than yes is no. Anything other than stay is go. Anything less than I love you is lie. Thanks a bunch. No, that was a John Mayer song from an album called Battle Studies. Didn't get any Grammy Awards on it, so I like to pick up that one. That's a song called Friends, Lovers, or Nothing. Excellent performance on it. Great arrangement. Check it out. This is a song that I wrote called Some Do. Dimly room, figuring futures, morals, and the end. Pondering alcohol you don't request for friends. To hear a knock at the door and your heart jumps and stops the end. That's when you call it a day. You go and put your face away. That's when you call it a day. You go and put your face away. Well, I've been sorry for things undone. Tonight, I feel love for no one. And I got no problem saying I've been wrong. Just walk away, give me some dew, that's all. Pictures only speak to me, reminding me once again you're mine. Pack your bags and leave it all behind. To hear a knock at the door and your heart jumps and stops the end. That's when you call it a day. You go and put your face away. That's when you call it a day. You go and put your face away. Well, I've been sorry for things undone. Just walk away. wrong. Just walk away, give me some dew, that's all. I got two more songs for you. This is a song called Summer Swingin'. It's another song that I wrote. I remember when I was too young. Always bad, never doing no wrong. Never cool, so the girls were never fun. Well, I was a boy waiting for summer months. Well, times get old as the night is young. I can almost hear you sing. Let's take time to hear those bells ring. Darling, please don't walk away. The summer nights had me swinging. I got the ride and darling, you got me. Let's hop on that bus and head out to the city. We'll live out in slums and live like life should be. Tidy it up, show 'em how nice we can be. Times get old as the night is young. I can almost hear you sing. Let's take time to hear those bells ring. Darling, please don't walk away. Summer nights had me swinging. Summer nights had me swinging, singing, yeah. Now don't you go, no, no. Now don't you go, no, no. I can almost hear you sing. Let's take time to hear those bells ring. And darling, please don't walk away. And summer nights had me swinging. And summer nights had me swinging and singing, yeah. Thank you very much.
Hey Jordan, we got Norm from South Dakota watching right now. He's loving it.
Hey Norm, hey. How's the weather there? Hope you're well.
Probably not as hot as here.
I'm going to end the fourth song on a cover. It's a cover that I've been working on for a while. For any singers out there that
have worked on their falsetto and know how difficult it is, this is this is what I've cut my teeth on. So, it's a song called "Long Slow Goodbye" by Queens of the Stone Age.
Where have you gone again, my sweet? Everybody wants to know. Where have you gone again, my sweet? Everybody wants to know where you gone. Oh, yeah, yeah. Where you gone? Whoa. I'm just a boy, I'm on your street, waiting by the telephone. I'm just a boy, I'm on your street, waiting by the telephone. Gone so long. Whoa, oh yeah. Where you gone? Oh. On a long, slow goodbye. On a long, slow goodbye. I'm just a ghost, I'm on your street, waiting for you to come home. I close my eyes, I just can't sleep, tossing, turning all night long. Gone so long. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Where you gone? Oh. On a long, slow goodbye. On a long, slow I close my eyes, I just can't sleep. Where have you gone again, my sweet? Where have you gone again, my sweet?
Thank y'all very much. Enjoy the night. There's lots of great stuff happening.
Ain't it nice, Jordan, knowing you got the sound man on your side? Can we do that again? I love that feeling.
I'll watch it at home.
Sounded great, man. Thanks very much, Jordan. Anyway, so next we got Elaine. You're up. You're up.
You're standing.
Sitting preferred with the music stand.
With the music stand coming right up. There's one over there on the side left. Okay. Two of them. I know. I just don't know if you noticed it. Oh, yeah, you're doing the microphone wash. We've been doing that long before COVID hit. It always makes a common sense when you're going out there and you see people who, just finished a hamburger or a pizza, and they're in a bar, and it's their turn to sing. Yeah, and everything else is all sitting on the end of the microphone that you're about to sing into. That's why we changed that up. We've been doing that for years. Is it Ted's idea? I always agreed with it. Never really got around to it as much as I wanted to. But Ted is fastidious about it.
Yeah. Microphones are gross enough.
Notice that Dr. Ted Cadillac was just standing on the Fred stairs. Fred stairs, thank you. Do you like that, Fred stairs?
Bring it up, Elaine. Yeah, that's one. Sorry to interrupt, right, not sure.
I missed the opportunity this year to go down to Kingsville, Ontario, and be an MC at their festival, which is really a drag because never got a chance to use a whole bunch of lines that I found out about this summer. One of the ones I really liked very much was that just because I don't know how to spell apocalypse, and just because I don't know what it means, it's not the end of the world. Right? Thank you.
Very funny.
And John, you wouldn't have heard this because we weren't broadcasting this year. But do you know the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? Well, in Dubai, they don't like the Flintstones, whereas the people in Abu Dhabi do. See, it gets in there and just makes you, hey, good one, eh? Hey, Murray, welcome to the craziness. Hey, Murray, did you notice that all our ducks are in a row? Well, that's another chore, sir. I own the place and I find things every day. Matter of fact, some people have actually put things in. I noticed and I went, I don't remember putting that there. And it's kind of a neat surprise. I wish people wouldn't do it, though, because it scares me. I think I'm losing my mind, which I am, but it has nothing to do with collectibles. We figured if we ever had a garage sale out of here, or like a sale, and we wanted to close the place down, my son guesstimately, without a doubt, says there's $500,000. Comparing to here and upstairs and the train sets and everything else. I'll take you up later, John, show you the train sets. Yeah, killer stuff. Living a dream. Not the dream, a dream. Elaine's back again. She has a wonderful way of taking songs that she likes to do, covers of them, and putting a bit of a touch of her arrangement on them and how she would like to hear them sung. And it's kind of neat the way she does it. She's sincere, and her name is Elaine. Let's give it up for her.
Thank you. That was a great introduction. And a tough act to follow. Hola mola. Okay, these are all oldie goldies, sort of. Only because I am. Wrote this one. But like decades ago, I learned this song through a friend to learn my guitar lessons. Didn't know it was Joan Baez, so I was quite surprised the last couple of years of hearing that she actually wrote this one. It's really pretty. Don't think it was aired on radio much. On a wagon bound for the market lies a calf with the mournful eyes. High above him flies a swallow, winging swiftly through the skies. How the winds are laughing, laugh with all their might, laugh and laugh the whole day through, half the summer's night. Dona, 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 dona. Stop complaining, said the farmer. to fly with, like the white swallow so proud and free. How the winds are laughing, laugh with all their might, laugh and laugh the whole day through, and half the summer's night. Dona, 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 do. Dona, 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 do. Calves are easily bound and slaughtered, never knowing the reason why. But whoever treasures freedom, like the swallow, has learned to fly. How the winds are laughing, they laugh with all their might, laugh and laugh the whole day through, and half the summer's night. Dona, 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 Thank you very much. Huh. This next one's really challenging, but I am going to try it again.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I am. All right. Peggy Lee Ann. She's the one that's, yeah. I love this song. Okay. Could have had a drummer's sidekick there, but it wouldn't work. You never know how much I love you. You'll never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, it's a fever that's hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever. Oh, in the morning, fever all through the night. The sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call your name, and I know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever. Yeah. In the morning, fever all through the night. Well, everybody's got the fever. That ain't Here's a point that I've made. Chicks were born to give you fever. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever. Yeah. When you kiss them, fever. When you hold and learn, fever. Until you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. Oh, yeah. Say, what a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Okay, let's see. A little bit more work is needed for that one. Where did you go? Cool. Okay, I'll just do one that I actually know and sung it here 100,000 times. Do I trust me?
You're doing more shows than me.
Highly unlikely. Okay. That's not it. Oh, crap. Well, they paved paradise and they put up a parking lot. A pink hotel, boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go? Don't know what you've got till it's gone. Yeah, you pay paradise and you put up a parking lot. Well, they took all the trees and they put them in a tree museum. Well, then they charge the people $1.50 just to see 'em. Well, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. You pay paradise and you put up a parking lot. You pay paradise, yeah. Put up a parking lot. Farmer, put away that DDT now. Put the spots on the apples, leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Pave paradise, put up a parking lot. Pave paradise, put up a parking lot. Well, late last night, I heard the screen door slam. A big yellow taxi, he took away my old man. Oh no, Always so much fun. Yay, thank you. Woo, even. Right on. You know,
Thank you, Elaine. Well, appreciate it. Here, it's okay. We'll just put it over here because Malachi's up next. And Michael's going to be using this. After the fact. Malachi is going to get up. There, I was just funny. Well, that was crazy. Those of you who are familiar with Malachi, boy, that's what you're about to get is Malachi. Those who have never seen him before, you're in for a treat. That's all I can say. He had an opportunity to get me somehow to drive all the way up to Nanaimo on the weekend on Saturday morning so I could watch him perform at the Nanaimo Blues Festival. Yeah, he was a guest with James Vickers and Azra, and which is really cool. They had a band together and everything, their very first festival. But the reason that happened was because on the opening day of the 39 Days of July, Malachi was able to perform just before Daniel left because I wanted to do that for him. And he decided that having been at a jam a couple of weeks before at the Queen's Hotel, this is a 13-year-old, right? That while he had been at the jam at the Queen's Blues Jam, he had run into this kid, 4 months younger than him, who played blues guitar, and so he welcomed him up to the stage and let him have a couple songs, then they joined in together. It was really quite cool that he had offered up some of his time slots. So James did the same thing for him at Nanaimo. And from what I understand, he will be a feature next year at the Nanaimo Blues Festival. Sorry, not Jam, Festival. Anyway, that's pretty good. Things are opening up for the boy. Poor Mom's having to figure out how this all works. It's kind of neat, isn't it, Mom? It falls into place, but it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, I was having a chance to talk with, one of the finer things was I was talking with Picard from the boat festival, bathtub race. And he was telling me about this. Well, man, you should see this kid we just had. It was ridiculously good. Oh, it was so great. I said, yeah, how do you think you got him? Pulled out the old ace card, said, yeah, we're the ones who told you should have Malachi. And he said, thank you very much. So he's got a video coming up which you're going to be in. And he told me all about it, and I just got to figure out where it is. But I'll find it and pass it on. But right now he's going to play some music. He's got 3 songs. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Penny Lane, there's a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know, and all the people there come and go, stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a motor car. Little children laugh at him behind his back, and the banker never wears a Mac. In the pouring rain, very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. Way beneath the blue suburban skies, I sit and meanwhile back. Penny Lane, there's a fireman with an hourglass, and in his pocket is a portrait of the Queen. He likes to keep his fire engine clean. She's a clean machine. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. For fish and finger pies in summer. Meanwhile, back behind the shelter in the middle of the roundabout, a pretty nurse is selling poppies from a tray. Though she feels as if she's in a play, she is anyway. Penny Lane, the barber shaves another customer with see the banker sitting waiting for a train. And then the fireman rushes in from the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies. Penny Lane. Thank you.
First time I ever saw you, all you played was the Beatles. When you were 6 or 7.
7.
7.
Alright, this next song is a song by Braden Gates.
Yeah!
He's gonna be coming to play at the 40th day of July in City Square, and that'll be great. This is one of his songs called Perfect Shade of Blue. Bless the broken hearted, smell of whiskey and perfume. Sneak out after midnight, come home in the afternoon. Stole a necklace with a color from a pawn shop on 82. Something about a perfect shade of blue. Went to house at Edmonton, some have their complaints. Snowbirds pack their lies away and head to the southern state. Traced her name on a snowy hill with a pair of worn out boots. Something about a perfect shade of blue. Lord, oh Lord, lay me down to rest. Dream a dream upon the scar of a breast. The night of face from darkness, we found a piece of truth. Somewhere out in the morning sky upon a perfect shade of blue. Scratched on in April, playing pool at the hotel. Trying to find my way through the dance floor to break a lonely spell. My efforts were diminished as I tripped over my shoes, dreaming about a perfect shade of blue. Dale's on 107 beside the Max convenience store. 15 years without a home, you've been sleeping on the city floor. So surely there's something more that's been pulling you through. So I have faith in a perfect shade of blue. Lord, oh Lord, lay me down to rest. To dream a dream upon the scar of a breast. And I have faith from darkness, we found a piece of truth. Sun will rise in the morning sky on a perfect shade of blue. Bless the broken hearted, smell of whiskey and perfume. Sneak out after midnight and come home in the afternoon. Stole a necklace with a color from a pawn shop on 82. Just something about a perfect shade of blue. Something about a perfect shade of blue. Something about a perfect shade of blue. Thank you. This last one I'm doing is another song by Braden Gates. called Shape I'm In. Down again like I'm bound to lose. Steve Earle's on singing Fort Worth blues. It's got me thinking if it's worth the ride. If I'm looking for something I just won't find. Drank too much at the show last night. One after another till I'm feeling alright. Sometimes I wonder how long it will last. Keep moving forward just to fall right back. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I don't even know what today is. Tell my mother I'm alright. She don't need to know the shape I'm in. These days I'm just wasting time. Now the song singing to live is to fly. Used to think maybe I would head down south. These days I'm just running my mouth. Found a lover, she left me in. She's the best woman there's ever been. To hell with diamonds, to hell with pearls. I just wanna give you the whole damn world. I wish I could give you the whole damn world. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I don't even know what today is. Tell my mother I'm alright. She don't need to know the shape I'm in. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I don't even know what today is. Tell my mother I'm alright. She don't need to know the shape I'm in. To hell with diamonds, to hell with pearls. I wish I could give you the whole damn world.
Well, we got everybody else.
I know, but
Poor Michael's got to go on after that with an encore.
come on, man, but that.
I already asked you if you had 4, and you said you only had 3.
All right.
You know, but I just decided something. Well, you're going to be here next week because we're going to get Milo here, right? That's the big part. That's going to be him and Milo working out. But also on my birthday, which is the 31st of August, which will be my 23rd annual 50th birthday party. We already have shows because it's a wind down Wednesday in August. But what I'm going to do is figure out a way to slip in Malachi doing 3 songs, Ty doing 3 songs. We got Maureen Jones that night. And maybe if Daniel Champagne will get up and do 1 song, it'll be really cool because he'll be here that night. But one of the things I want to point out was that I introduced Malachi to Willie P. Bennett, and he's done a couple of his songs, and he does great renditions, and I really appreciate that he's taken the time to learn some of Willie's music. But you got to know that Braden Gates is the one person that I wish Willie was still around so he could get a chance to meet him, because Braden is what Willie wanted to see. So it was very cool. You picked 2 real good winners, buddy. Yeah, you did. Okay, Michael, get up on here and let's have some fun. Where are you from? You're originally from Duncan?
Well, no, I was raised out eastern Manitoba and most recently lived in Pemberton, and we just moved to Duncan.
All right, welcome back. Well, you were here for a while, though, were you? Or no, you just visited and went to the Duncan Garage.
We lived in Victoria like 20 years ago,
All right.
and then we went to the Duncan Garage
You broke it.
at some point. Or maybe I'll just use a chair
No, chair, there's a stool.
rather than adjusting that. Yeah, so we saw a show, and when I saw this venue, I was thinking, okay, I don't remember how it was upstairs. I was a little bit confused, but yes, it was upstairs. I wasn't crazy.
No, it's the same theater seats that came from the Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh, ho, ho, careful. If you sit in them for too long, you might want to start handing out literature and knocking on doors. Yeah, somewhere. Dr. Ted's got everything. It's just where he is it. Oh, he's gone to get it. Yeah, so Pemberton, that's a nice place. If you, what part of Manitoba?
Northern Manitoba,
Oh,
Thompson,
oh, Thompson.
8 hours north of Winnipeg.
I know, because I used to take back in the days when you could take the CN train and the CP train. It'd be easier for you to pull forward. Yeah. We used to, by the time the train would get to Winnipeg, there'd be about an hour stop, right? And there'd be people who were getting on the,
Ooh, that's weird.
getting back on the train, because they had to go to Thompson. Right, so they had to get back on. We go to the hotel, whatever it was, Alexander, just around the corner, and then we'd all get back, and we got on the train to go continue west. And these people would say, "Well, I got to go to Thompson. I want to go with you guys." Like Thompson was just way up.
Oh, it is, yeah. We would go to Winnipeg to get away from the weather.
The weather is that bad, eh?
Yeah.
But that brings a community together somewhat.
Yeah, I guess it was a mining community. It was a
Yeah.
little bit on the rough side.
Did you have a
but
guitar up there?
I did not. I didn't start playing until I was in my early 20s.
Oh, really?
Well, actually, no, that's not totally true. My mom played guitar, and I learned how to play her guitar a little bit.
Oh, that's good. And here we are years later.
Here we are years later.
And you're,
Just
and you're
a few
writing.
years later.
Are you writing songs or are you doing covers?
I write songs.
That's what I want to hear because we are the home to original music.
Okay, there you go.
Great. Have some fun with it. His name's Michael. Give it up for him, please. Now a resident of Duncan.
Cowichan Bay, Duncan. Is my guitar live? There it is. So this is a song about my hometown since we're talking about my hometown. And this is a song about being out on a lake in the middle of the winter. It was a full moon and it was a weekend and I had some of my high school friends together and we stayed up late and ended up tripping around, walking out on the big frozen lake in the middle of the night, listening to the wolves howl, staying at a friend's cabin. It was pretty magical. Northern lights and a lone wolf cry. We joined in to pass some time, howling at that northern sky. That's the night we came alive. I think I already screwed it up. We were just kids in a barren world. On a cold, clear night, just boys and girls. Walking out on a big white lake. This cold world was ours to take. This world was ours to take. Northern lights and a of these stars, in this world of snow and ice. Sometimes silence is like light. Silence is like light. Northern lights and a lone wolf cry. We joined in to pass some time, howling at that northern sky. That's the night we came alive. Northern lights and a lone wolf cry. We joined in to pass some time, howling at that northern sky. That's the night we came alive. That's the night we came alive. That's the night we came alive. And I never felt so far away. It's so at home in every way. Out in this cabin in these woods, where everything felt like it should. I've never felt so far away. It's so at home in every way. Out in this cabin in these woods, where everything felt like it should. I've never felt so far away, yet so at home in every way. Out in this cabin in these woods, where everything felt like it should. Thank you. See if I could tune this guitar up a little bit. I don't even know what that means, but I'm just used to my electronic tuner.
Highest E. There's a tuner on it. You can press a button.
Yeah, which one is it?
Your sixth string, the high E, is a little bit flat.
Sounds a bit better. So I'll stick with the theme of hometown and hometown memories and songs I can just strum and not too complicated, because I wasn't planning on playing here tonight. I just kind of was walking by and a kind gentleman said, and a kind lady said, yeah, there's music happening tonight. And it's an open mic and you can borrow my guitar. So here I am playing the guitar. And no, my pleasure, my honor. It's a beautiful space, Longevity John. It's a beautiful space. good to be back, even though it's a slightly different space after so many different years. So many years between this space and the last space. It's the same magic. When we met, was like coming home. I remember fall was closing in at the end of September, and we'd pedal out downtown as the leaves were falling down. This place was made for you and me and our bike fenders. I'd say, ride with me on my bicycle, baby. I need a little love to help me pedal like crazy. Ride with me on my bicycle, baby. I need a little love to help me pedal like crazy. And then we'd pedal out, head downtown for coffee, fueled by our love for caffeine. Our hearts racing, we'd head down then to the old river road, take the shortcut to our spot. There we'd plan our dreams. Ride with me on my bicycle, baby. I need a little love to help me pedal like crazy. Ride with me on my bicycle, baby. I need a little love to help me pedal like crazy. Maybe you can sing with me a little bit. I need a little love to help me. I need a little love to help me. That's it. I need a little love to help me. 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 Pedal like crazy. 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 You guys did pretty good for your first time. When we met, it was like coming home. I remember fall was closing in at the end of September, and we'd pedal out downtown as the leaves were falling down. This place was made for you and me and our bike fenders. Thank you. I did. Yeah. It's kind of my thing. Just a hobby songwriter. And is that working? Wow. Which button is it for tuning?
I don't know, the one that says tuner.
Really? Oh, there we go.
Is it not doing it? Find it?
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
think so.
You got it. It might not be the best tuner ever, but
It's saying green every time. Is that a good thing?
green's good. Green's good. Sounds good so far to me. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
that sounds okay.
Playing open chords.
There's a way through this. There's a warm embrace in the winter light, in the snow we kissed on the night we met. Didn't know it yet. Had a life to live, had a song to give. Wolf calls elevated states. We fall to wide open spaces we can walk between. The open worlds that guide us gently, peaks that reach new heights. Valleys hold us when we're blinded. Night as bright as days. There we find it all inside us. There's a way through this. There's a warm embrace in the winter light, in the snow we kissed, on the frozen ice, on the night we met. Didn't know it yet. Had a life to live, had a dream to love, had a song to sing, had a dream to love, gave it everything. Had a dream to love, had a song to sing, had a dream to love, gave it everything.
Thank you, everybody. Very nice to have an audience. After a couple of years of no audience because of all that craziness that happened. This happened.
So you finished the song. You were outside talking. Hey, I enjoyed that. You know what I'd like to do? I have another friend, John. What's his name? John. No. Stewart. John Stewart, a.k.a. No, John Stewart. What's he go by the nick? Lip Forest. Right? And he's from Saskatoon, well, north of Saskatoon, up by Fort Laurentian and all that. And again, there's a similarity in your styles of music when you write about that area where you are, right? And one of the things we do, and I want to get back to doing it this year, is every so often, once a month, run a panel of male songwriters. Or a panel of, well, it could be male and female. You can't segregate anymore because that becomes sexist. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, if you do a panel of female songwriters, we do too.
Well, but that's segregation. That's sexist. You know. And if there has to be anyone of any race, creed, or color that has to be on there, then that's racist, right? Trust me, it's getting very difficult not to be socially, to have the social justice warriors on your butt. No offense, I'm not trying to cause trouble, but lighten up, everybody.
Don't start with the SJWs, man. They'll come at you.
I think that's coming from a social justice warrior.
Yeah, yeah. To tell you the truth, that's what I've been doing all my life. God darn it. Anyway, thanks, Michael. What's your last name? What?
R-U-H-R.
Oh.
I can't even say it.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, you'll be back again, I hope.
Yeah, thank you. I will.
Oh, you will, and go home and you can take a look and send those songs off to all your friends, because it's now on YouTube. Right. Sorry, any mistakes you made are there. That's just the way it is. You can't erase them. But that's great, because that's where life was. It's always where you're going, right? And one of the things we were talking about a lot at the 39 Days of July was, Yes, Michelle's next. No, you got me lost in the train of thought. Oh yeah, it was that we're trying to get back to normal. Right? Everyone's saying, "Wow, it's ever nice to get back to normal." Normal wasn't very good for a lot of people. I don't know if you noticed. As a matter of fact, at the time, just prior to COVID, there were something like 22 clubs in the Toronto area, Southern Ontario area, that closed because audiences weren't going out. And it had nothing to do with COVID. COVID was kind of like the final nail in some of the coffins, right? And so it's just something that we got to remember. So we did lose, for a lot of people, they lost the live experience. And I noticed during the 39 days of July that what won over the audiences was the ability to go dance. And Kelly Fawcett and I were talking about that. That's what was, you know, if you could play dance music at Herman's, then you got people there. That's what everyone right now wants to dance, because that's where freedom is, when you can bust a move. Like, it's Jean Baptiste. Anyone seen that video? Freedom? Have you seen that, John? Well, first, I didn't know who he was. First time I saw that, I just went, wow, that's freedom. That's freedom. When you hear music that can move you to commit physical actions that you don't give a damn what anybody thinks about, but it's busting your butt and it's making you feel good, that's freedom, right? That's the freedom of music, so it's kind of cool. And then there's the other style where it doesn't have to always be dancing, and that's what we try to teach people, well, not teach, introduce people to this summer during the 39 days of July. The fact that there was a lot of music that was just as pleasant to go through the musical journey as the person was presenting it, as to have to be able to be dancing all the time. Although all our dance shows were, best movie ever made was Tropic Mayhem as the final band. They just rocked it, played all the songs everyone wanted to hear. Bass player, drummer, and some words. It was fun. Songs that people knew. They just busted moves everywhere. But tonight, we're not busting moves. We got Michelle up here. And this is another one of her guitars. The guitar or one of the guitars that you've made?
This is number 2.
Number 2. She makes all her own guitars, which is kind of cool if you're going to be a musician.
You got Lee Aaron hair tonight. Your hair's blowing in the wind.
Oh, yeah.
Metal Queen.
Did I say we have fun at dress rehearsals?
I'm having an issue, Tim.
Do you mind that? Is that
She's having an issue.
with what?
I don't mind the wind, but I can't.
She can't see.
What do you want to do?
I want to shift this up about 6 inches or so.
Yeah. You know, we were talking earlier, Marcia and I, that was about women parallel parking and how it's so, you know, if you sit up front, it seems to be women, and she included herself. So, you know, we're just terrible parkers, you know, parallel parkers. And I said, well, that's because you've been told that that's 6 inches all your life. Wah, 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 wah. That's a sexist joke. God. Slap my pee-pee, go stand in the corner. Speaking of which, Peter Huss has put together a comedy night along with some rappers, and it's Soberfest. And Peter was able to find sobriety, which helped him out a lot, working with his mental illness and being effective with that, and being a comedian, as most comedians are people who have little things that are off to the edge, and they try to work them out. That's how they get on stage talking a lot about it. Me, I'm just an MC. It's nothing to do with that. Yeah. But anyway, it's a great little thing coming up. Look up Soberfest if you get an opportunity out there. It's going to be a great time. It's for all the people who are sober and trying to be drug-free. It works out real good. There needs to be more events for people of that stature. It's where they can feel safe and comfortable to go to. But right now, Michelle is going to make us feel safe and comfortable because it's the guitar that she made, one of the number 2, as she says. And she comes down to our open mics. We really enjoy what she does. She's quiet, though, so you have to make sure your ear is tuned to what she's doing. We've been trying to get her to do it loud, but she does it as she sees it. And her name's Michelle. Give her a warm welcome, please.
So, can you hear me, Tim?
So you got to talk into the mic, Michelle. Talk into the mic, not beside it. Come on, kid.
Okay, so I'm going to try 3 songs by different people today. This one maybe you'll recognize. It's a Bob Dylan song. sit and wonder why, babe. If you don't know by now, and it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It'll never do somehow. Your rooster crows at the break of dawn. Look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. That light I never knew. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road, but I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. No, ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, like you never did before. Ain't no use in calling out my name, girl. I can't hear you anymore. I'm thinking and I'm wondering, walking down the road. I once loved a woman, a child untold. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, babe, where I'm bound, I can't tell. But goodbye's too good a word, babe. So I'll just say fare thee well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kinda wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. So I'm reading words today because my brain doesn't work that well in the evenings. If I can talk you guys into having an open mic at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I'm not up by that.
That's all right. What got me started trying to sing at all was on a social media site called MeWe. There's a group called Guitar Playing, and a couple years ago I was a total beginner at guitar playing. But as it happens, when you start trying to play songs on the guitar, you kind of would like to have some words to go with them, so I started trying to say some words, and that's such a supportive group that trying to save some more words. Anyway, this is an Eddie Vedder song called Hard Sun. When I walk beside her, I am the better woman. When I look to leave her, I would stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. When I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people, a big hard world. She is mercy at my feet. When I see her pin her charm, she just throws it back at me. Once I dug an early grave to find a better land. She just smiled and laughed at me and took her breeze back again. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people, the big hard world. Once I stood to lose her when I saw what I had done. Bound down and flew with hours of her garden and her son. So I tried to warn her, I turned to see her weep. 40 days and 40 nights and it's still coming down on me. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people, the big hard world. I'll give a whirl to another Blaze Foley song, but not Clay Pigeons. This is a different song. Officer Norris. Did I try that here one time? I didn't. Dear Officer Norris, is that really your name? Why do all you policemen all look just the same? Big heavy pistols and your bullets galore. I bet your feet are just as flat as the floor. You read us our rights, but you read them too fast. Officer Norris, would you please kiss my ass? Officer Norris, Officer Norris, get down on your knees. Oh, ease out, we'll ease out, we shouldn't have tried. Go down Columbus, Georgia, we were so fried. Please they get ya if you look strange at night. If you're wearing polyester double knit, you're alright. But we only had blue jeans, our eyes was red. Said they was awful, all the good folks was in bed. What do they know? What do they know? They don't know everything. No sheets on the bed, just a blanket of blue. If I was your mama, I'd run out on you. Were you in Korea and Vietnam too? Or did you learn in college like the young police do? You learn how to use handcuffs and you time your own breaks. Getting free cups of coffee, free coffee cakes from middle-aged women that's already married. Middle-aged women that's already married. Officer Norris, is that really your name? Why do all you policemen all look just the same? Big heavy pistols and your bullets galore. I bet your feet are just as flat as the floor. You read us our rights, but you read them too fast. Officer Norris, would you please kiss my ass? Officer Norris, Officer Norris, get down on your knees. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Dr. Cadillac.
Anytime, kid.
Now, and you're up last. Is that okay?
Is that after Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
You having fun yet, you two?
Big time.
John and Marie? Good.
Very good.
We had a drummer here a while back. I don't know if you heard about him. He'd came to town, wanted to be friends with everybody, really wanted to play a lot. But every time he got together with people, no matter what a nice guy he was, it became very apparent that his timing was way off. And I guess he started getting, like, no one would play with him, and he got really depressed, having just moved to the community. And the last thing I heard was he went out and jumped behind a train. Behind a train. Timing is off. He jumped behind a train. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Deep. Real deep. This is great because I know Murray hasn't heard any of these. Oh, have you? I told you about the guy who was outside all day, right? Panhandling up and down the street, because there's a lot of people right around the supper time. It was like you couldn't. It was an hour and a half wait to get into Just Jake's, right? So he was out front there panhandling, trying to tell everyone he was addicted to brake fluid. Brake fluid. Well, me being the kind of guy I was, I felt that I should maybe chat him up and see if I could help him, being a recovering alcoholic and all that. But within short 5 minutes, he convinced me that he can stop whenever he wants. Thank you.
You should slow down. You should slow down on the brake fluid, am I right?
As you know, I collect a lot of used items, and unfortunately, when you collect used items, you start finding that there's sort of a karma that goes with it, which sometimes is either positive or negative, or just doesn't seem to exist, but it's always there. The people who owned it before you put their energy in. Henceforth, the theater seats, I've had people start wanting to knock on door and hand out literature. I don't know what to say about that. But, you know, one of the things I did notice is that I was able to buy a pair of red high-top Converse sneakers, which is something I'd always wanted because I have a size 15.5 foot, and it's very difficult to find a shoe my size. And never, you know. But I was at Value Village in Nanaimo, the famous one up there, and there was a size 14. And you have to understand, when you got large feet, they don't care. Anything over size 12, they just throw a number on it. Like I've had a 15 that didn't fit, I've had a 14 that has fit, I've had a 13 that fit. Of course, it was a woman's 3-inch high sandal. That's another story.
Whatever it takes.
We'll get on that one at a later date. Regina, what a place to go shopping. But anyway, when I found them, I put them on. I couldn't wear my wool socks, but I realized I could probably wear a pair of, like one of those really thin tennis socks, whatever you want, the ones that don't even get up past your ankle. But I tried them on and loved them. I only had to pay $12 because it was a Tuesday. That's when all the seniors get a 30% discount. And one of the neat things is I found out after the third time, when they card you, it's part of the game. Right? Are you sure you're over 60? Oh, thank you. You made me feel so good. Anyway, I digress. I got these red Converse high-top sneakers, and I wore them for about 3 weeks. And it's one of those things where it became very apparent to me that the guy who had owned these sneakers before me had been a drug dealer. Yeah, a drug dealer. See, I don't know what he had laced them with, but I kept on tripping.
I was going to ask what you found in the shoes, but...
It's a long way to get to a punchline, isn't it? Hey, both out of our Reader's Digest, which I have over here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, go searching wherever you can, elaborate on the story, and you too can have as much fun as you want. Will, it's up to you. Have some fun, sir.
All right. Got a couple originals for you? Yeah. This one's called Glowing.
you're glowing, why don't you show it? Maybe you'll show up, maybe you'll blow it. Just don't throw it all away. Go on out, baby, seize that day, seize the night. Yeah, that's right. Was it nice? And you said it alight. Now it's gone. And you said it alight. It's all wrong. And you said it bright. That's the song. And you said it nice. Sing along. Baby, you're glowing. Why don't you show it? Maybe you'll show up. Maybe you'll blow it. Just don't throw it all away. Go on out, baby, seize that day, seize the night. Yeah, that's right. Make it real nice. Then you said it alight. That's the one. Then you said it alight. See you the next day. Where have you gone all of my life, baby? That's right. Better let me know. Where have you gone all of my life, baby? That's right. Let's get home. Whoa, whoa. Work the flame. Now it's gone on both ends from me. Baby, you're glowing. Why don't you show it? Maybe you'll show up. Maybe you'll blow it. Just don't throw this all away. Go on out. Maybe seize that day. Now it's gone. How far have you thrown yourself into the mix? Will you spend till it's in? All my life, baby, that's right. Let me know, are you at home tonight? Baby, that's right. Let's get going. You know, it's gone. You throw it all to the song, to the sand, to the end. Don't pretend now where you're going. Are you flowing? Are you letting them know it? Will your sound really begin? Will it end? Are you playing pretend? Is it your friend? When will you find what's right in your mind? Right in the setting, right to find that perfect. Baby, you're glowing. Why don't you show it? Maybe you'll show up. Maybe you'll blow this. Just don't throw it all away. Go on out, baby, seize that day, seize the night. Yeah, that's right. You said it alight. Bet that felt nice through the end. Bet that felt right. Now you're playing pretend. Feel your life start to end. You feel your right start to sing. We're gone tonight, baby, that's right. Better let me know where you go. All of my life, baby, that's right. Let's get going.
Glowing. This one's really new, so it's a little broken up. I don't know. We'll go somewhere with it.
Go, lost in the bustle, get lost in your hustle, get tossed to get muscled out. Muscle out, you have no doubt, you have no fear. When we are here, you're muscled out, they're looking down, you ain't giving up. Bustle, get lost in your hustle, get tossing and muscled out. See right through, you find what's new, see the end, you will resist. What will you find with all your time? Will you grind yourself to the its toll. Will you roll that dice till it feels nice? Till you find that end? Is it all pretend?
Thank you to the sound man hidden behind the light there. I see you.
I see you.
I see you. I really don't.
So take me with you. You take me with you. You make me miss you. We're stuck like glue. Break the rules. We were gonna make this. We're gonna fake this. If I don't break it, we could take it. We'll break this. We'll make it. We won't fake it. Which way will you fall into? just let me know how far you'll go. Will you told that road, find that love? Will you leave me behind? Will you show up on time? Will you make that? You took me with you. Yeah, you made me miss you. We were stuck like glue. Yeah, we broke some rules. We're gonna fake it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna take this. But then we break it. Yeah, we knew where we were gonna go. But then we all just lost control. Skidded into the wrong lane. No more saying. You take me with you. You make me miss you. We were stuck like glue. We break the rules. We were gonna make this. We're gonna fake this. But then we break this. We're not just taking my midnight glow, yeah. Your midnight flow, yeah. You let it go, yeah. Your midnight flow, yeah. You lose control, yeah. You sell your soul, yeah. You play it all on the hand. You roll the dice, man. You play real fast, man. You stand on the edge, man.
That's my time.
I like the energy.
Thanks for the awesome space to let it out.
Isn't it an awesome place, really? As the space goes. You know what's really cool, too? This is because an old jazz lady taught me this. Like, her and I do not get along. We never did. But the moon at the back of the room gives you something to focus on so you know where the back is. Other than that, it's just you could go on. The abyss could go on forever. But anyway, you use our guitar, aren't you, Steve? You're using our guitar, aren't you? Oh, you're doing a duo? Oh. Oh, okay. So you just worked it out? Oh, that's cool. I like when that happens. Serendipitous, synchronicity. Yeah. Do you know how you know how this venue actually started, Murray? I have no idea. Years ago, I had been working at the Vimy Hall Community Association, and I had become the president of the board, and I was the person in charge of rentals, and I was the one who was renting it all the time, 7 nights a week, so we could run kind of a community center. We worked out well with the neighbor right next door because they knew when we would be there. They felt safe and comfortable. It was going real well, but there seems to be a rule in up at that end of North Cowichan is that everyone has the right to throw up at 3 o'clock in the morning at an all-night drunk up at Vimy Hall. So, but it would scare the neighbors, and it was really a terrible thing to do. So we had kind of changed that up a little bit. But it came time to have an election, and they decided that even though we were using it for a lot of people, that those people wanted it back, and I think they won by 2 votes or something. And it wasn't hard to figure out what it was like over in Bosnia at that time, like how the divisions were, because here it was in your own community happening. As a matter of fact, the Darlingtons thought about actually selling their house and moving because of it. But we need to work that out. So I'm sitting in the restaurant at the Arbutus where I used to go in every morning at 8 o'clock. And Shelley, who used to be there in the very beginning, was now back in town, used to let me in at 1 minute to 8. She never opened that door before 8. I was granted the honor Only I was granted that honor of being a minute to maybe a minute and a half earlier than 8 o'clock. And I go in, I sit down, and I would just drink coffee for about 4 hours. They just fill my cup, and I do all the business that needed to be done about where life was going. Well, I was pretty depressed about not being able to have a venue anymore or what I was going to do. So I decided that the day I showed up, it turns out that Shelley wasn't there, so I had to wait till 8 o'clock. Shelley was not there because she had scratched and won 50 grand the night before. Wow, is that it? I sure could have used that money. And that's the route I sort of went for a minute, and then I went, no. That's her win. That's her life. That's good for her. I should be glad for her and not get the jealousy, get all that other coveting and everything out of the way. And I was not surprised, but I was glad to see that was an energy that came out right away. So then I picked up the local Victoria Times Colonist as opposed to Globe Mail, which I had been following the war in Iraq with, only to find out that when I was reading the Times Colonist that Judy Brampton, I think it is, who does the horoscope, the Globe and Mail never put the punchline in. Right? They always left it one sentence out. And I noticed that, well, that's pretty weird. Oh, by the way, I bet you they still have a free and cheap column. So I looked it up, and there it was, sure enough, 150 soft seat theater seats for free. But you had to take them all. So I remembered to have the number on me, went around, smoked my dues with everyone in the morning, still remember that I had a piece of paper in my pocket, got home, phoned, but no one was there. I left a message. And then I happened to be home at 5 after 5 or something like that when the guy phoned and said, do you want these seats? Come down, give me $100, and we'll keep them. You can't pick them up till December 26th. Well, that's cool. Where are they? Well, if you want it. And I said, well, I can come down next week. He says, no, you're the first out of 17 people, so you come down right now or else it goes to the next person. I said, okay, I'll be there. And it was pouring down rain. I convinced my friend in her car instead of my one-ton truck to drive down to Souk and find out that it was at the Jehovah Witnesses Kingdom Hall, which they had rented a building, and it was really nicely planned out in 2 tones of burgundy. And what happened was that December 26th was a Sunday. December 25th was not Christmas. It happened to be the day before the 26th, which happened to be a Saturday. So that was the last day they needed them. They had to be out of the building by December 31st. So I, in fact, inherited 150 soft seat theater seats as a Christmas present for the Jehovah Witnesses so I could open up a music venue. There is so much irony into this, which just makes it so beautiful. So then I had the wheel, and I had to find a car to fit it. And that's how the Duncan Showroom opened up. I was walking around with all these seats going, what am I going to do? Well, I always wanted to open up a venue. I had been putting music shows on everywhere, but I wanted to open up a venue where, in fact, it was just about the music, and people could sit and listen and go on the journey that people could take you on. Find out what compels them to sing the songs or write the songs or do the things they do. It's a wonderful way to experience music. Thank you for letting me carry on about how this place actually started. But right now, Steve,
John?
It's your time, buddy.
Oh, John, thanks for the opportunity. And to see William down, or my boy down here, and people enjoying that, brings love to my heart, I'm telling you. Smiling faces, thanks. Much appreciate the opportunity as well as to people in the room, please. Turn that down for you. Lenny Gallant, a fella from Prince Edward Island.
Yeah, he's played here.
I'm sure you've heard this song before. Has anybody seen my skates? So help me look, I don't wanna be late. I'm in the corner where I thought I'd be safe. Guess was my mistake. Has anybody seen my skates? A little bit worn, maybe out of date. I'm in the corner where I thought I'd be safe. Guess was my mistake. Remember as a kid on a pond at night, holding the ice with the half moon's light, bucket and a shovel in a little frostbite, we flowed the rink out. Next day everybody came to play, Habs and Leafly Slater Day, three John Delavos on a power play. Johnny Power had no chance. Has anybody seen my skates? A little bit worn, maybe out of date. I hung him in the corner where I thought I'd be safe. Has anybody seen my skates? Played left wing and it wasn't bad. People said I looked just like my dad. I liked that because he had a wicked shot from the park. Shivered up and buttoned up to his chin. Never missed a game that I was in. I don't know if I ever told him how glad I was for him. Somebody seen my skates, a little bit worn, maybe out of date. I'm in the corner where I thought I'd be safe. Has anybody seen my skates? Up against a big school with a big name. Every bar out there was sold in that game. Richard got a breakaway, we became heroes for one. When I go home at Christmas time, I have a cold beer with some friends of mine. We still got that dirty day in mind. Should've won that game. Has anybody seen my skates? A little bit worn, maybe out of date. Hung in the corner where I thought I'd be safe. Has anybody seen my skates? Little boy waiting down by the pond, same one that I was groomed on. Mama told him I would belong, had to find my skates. Has anybody seen my skates? Help me look, I don't want to be late. I hung in the corner where I thought I'd be safe. Has anybody seen my skates? It's a tune by a band that got together in New Orleans, Dave Shaw. They formed the Revivalists, if you've heard of the Revivalists. Maybe not. Yeah. It's called Hurricane Winslow. You gave up your limit. You broke, and I don't blame you. Now I rely on a much simpler living. Much more plain these days is true. Had to let my feelings go just for a moment. I was had plans to come back home to you. If the key don't fit the keyhole, and I'm left in this world to make my home alone. Really want you to know, love you more than Hurricane Winslow. No, I'll never forget you. Crazy thing that you'll never know just how much I miss you. Souls collide and began to grow. Oh, 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 oh. It's on my mind. I think I kiss your cheek down. That's just fine. We had time. We had time. And we still got time. Celebrate. Set things straight. No, never was I. more than hurricane winds blow. No one ever forget you. Crazy thing that you'll never know. Just how much I miss you. It's a little sketchy on that one. See, 78, this lady, Mary McCaslin, wrote this, and Stan Rogers heard it at a festival and picked it up and made it famous. And as Mary was very famous in her own right, smoking folk guitar player with that lady's voice that just makes the world go round kind of deal. Down the Road, this is called. Sun is rising high, burning into the day. I'll say goodbye, I'll be going away. Brush away my doubts, what tomorrow will hold. Feeling fine for now. Down the road to a city to sing, with threes in the wind, the hills in the spring, and the rivers that bend, the rocky deep pass, and the poppies and ponies running through the grass, up and down the road. Do 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 do. In the dark they sit and they holler for more. White smoking a wisp from here to the door. The admission they paid for the stories are told of a clear new day going down the road. Heavy rain at my back, lazy meadows ahead, in my bucket keep track of the promises said. Songs in my town, the stories are told. Feeling fine for now, looking down the road. Do 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 do. Sun is rising high, burning into the day. I'll say goodbye. I'll be going away. Brush away my doubts. What tomorrow will hold. Feeling fine for now. Going down the road. Feeling fine for going down the road. Once again, I can't thank you as enough. The opportunity and the smiling faces.
Yeah, dude, you nailed it tonight, man. That was awesome.
This is what I like about
Thank
the
you.
open mic is when people continue to come back and you just see that what it is the comfort zone that happens when you start to own this stage, right? This is familiar territory, man. It's wonderful. Speaking of familiar territory, there's a familiar face in the audience tonight. Well, not a face, just someone who's in here. And I was kind of hoping he's in our presence, as opposed to being on our Facebook presence all the time. Mr. John O'Flynn, would you please come up one? What I want you to do, sir, is I want you to come up over the, you've heard of them, the Fred Astaire's. Hey, you've made it up the Fred Astaire's. Well done, sir. You got a kind word for us or not?
I just want to thank you, Longevity John and Dr. Tim Cadillac and all the people here at the Duncan Showroom. It's just been wonderful over a number of years, kind of watching you here on open mic on Tuesdays. Really lovely connection to make, and just a great honor to be here and to see you live and to thank you for sharing, and the people here of the Cowichan Valley sharing such wonderful talent throughout the world.
Yeah, and thank you, John, because you've been like our super fan for a long time. John watches like almost every night. He's sitting in North Van? Is it West
North
Van?
Van,
North
yeah,
Van.
yeah.
North Van, and he's watching, and he's shouting us out, and he's like asking people to donate, because he donates all the time to this, because he's sitting at home watching, and with like we really appreciate that a lot, and man, you've been a great supporter of us, so thank you, brother. And it's nice to finally meet you and be here in person, because this is awesome.
Now, you got to give a special hello to...
Hello to Dara Horrigan. I heard she gave a shout
Sarah
out.
Hergen gave you a
Yes,
shout out
yeah,
and said, my friend John is in the audience. I'm like, yeah, he's here. So Dara.
Oh, and to Leanie Beanie, of all people.
I know Leanie contacted me today and said, I can't believe John O'Flynn's going to be here tonight finally, and I'm not here tonight. So give him a hug from me. So
there he goes. All right, thank you.
Because he's been a fan of Leanie Beanie. We all are. And
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
John's been like a great supporter of this. Learn
There's
a
been
lesson
times
from
when
John.
there hasn't been and thanks, Steve, for what you did. I really appreciate it. Because Steve is the reason John tunes in is because you have a son that's in a band, right?
Yes. Bad Human Beings.
Wait, what's it called?
Bad Human Beings.
Bad Human Beings. Yeah, they've played here. And then to have Will be here after, Steve's son. That's so cool when those kind of things start happening, right? Then you realize that you're on the right track, whatever we're doing. We got to keep it going. So for those people, like earlier, you may not have noticed, there was a lady here by the name of Marcia who had to go. We had supper tonight. But she's donated personally, because she has access to that money. She owns a $3 million piece of property. She was able to go to that mortgage stuff, where you can, to get $500,000. Oh, that's okay. Pay it off when you sell the place, right? Well, that's cool. But she's been able to go out of her way and donate like $10,000 a while back, $1,200 a month sometimes, just to get us over the hump, make sure that our bills get paid. And it's only because she understands. She also does this for the Chemainus Theater. And for those that are tuning in, it's about the arts. Check out the history of the arts. There is never enough money made in the arts. We're not here to sell you alcohol. We're not here to sell your food. We're here to sell you music, the listening experience. And that, unfortunately, does not always get covered with bums and seats. So anybody who can ever find the time or the effort to put their money in, we'll acknowledge you. And sometimes people don't want to be acknowledged. They just want to say, hey, we get what you're doing. It's got to maintain. And if you witnessed any of the 39 days of July this year, you'll understand how important music is and can be to a community in bringing them together and letting their troubles and woes behind while they go for a journey on a musical trip. It's so freaking good. Makes me feel wonderful. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the people that came out tonight. Really appreciate it. Welcome back to Duncan, or welcome to Duncan. You're going to have a wonderful time, trust me. Yep. Anyway, good night. Thanks, Dr. Ted Cadillac, once again, being able to pull this off. And to all that played, good night.
You might slip, you might slide, stumble and fall by the roadside. Don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Well, when walking up to heaven, don't let nobody turn you around. Walk with the rich, walk with the poor, and learn from everyone. And that's what love is for. Don't ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Well, we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Some say yes, some say no. Some wait and see which way the wind's gonna blow. Don't ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Well, when walking up to heaven, don't let nobody turn you around. Come on, clap your hands. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Well, I might say things sound strange to you. I might preach the gospel I believe it's true. I can't ever let nobody drag my spirit down. Well, we walking, don't let nobody turn you around. All right, all right. Talk, talk. Yes. Some say yes, some say no. Some wait and see which way the wind's gonna blow. And don't ever let nobody drag your old spirit down. Well, we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Brother John, you might slip, you might slide, stumble and fall by the roadside. But don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Well, we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Yeah, I really mean it, people. John, thank you. On the guitar, Michael Jerome Brown. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. might slide, stumble and fall by the roadside. I don't let nobody drag your spirit down. We're walking up heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. You know, I feel all right. Thank you. All right. On the 12th string, the 6th string, the fiddle and the harmonica, Michael Jerome Brown.
Eric Gibb, ladies and gentlemen.